Hi everyone. Earlier today I wrote down my truth. It was kind of an aha moment that I felt called to share and that I want to share with you today. Let's call it a declaration. As I declare to you how I feel I'm able to serve you, how I choose to show up, and what I choose to offer in this world. Because I'd like for you to be able to feel into if this is something for you or not. I've discovered that when I step into my power and my truth and my potential, it helps my clients to do the same thing. And so that is what I'm doing today. And I'd love to know if this speaks to you or not. Okay, here goes. I feel it's important to share with you all that for a while now, I've been working from a place of needing to survive. You may not think that this is strange because perhaps many of you do this, but the truth is it's actually not the most ideal way of living, even though it's such a pervasive way of living. My journey with adrenal fatigue syndrome helped me to realize that this was not the only way of doing life and that it certainly was not serving me. In fact, it was harming me a great deal, and I had to become ill to figure that one out. It was coming from a place of distorted masculine energy, of needing to push, strive, and drive. There were two reasons for this. I needed to earn enough money to survive, and I needed to feel in control and worthy. Now, don't get me wrong, I have always wanted to serve others, to tune into their own power and their own fullest potential, and to support them with their self-growth. This has always been a focus of mine, but it was very much overridden by my need for survival and for feeling in control. However, I was then introduced, because of my journey with adrenal fatigue, I was introduced to the divine feminine and how to share my gifts, my power, and my truth from a place of being beautifully held by balanced masculine and feminine energy. Don't worry if this makes absolutely no sense with you. Just see if you can get a sense of what it would feel like. I experienced the flow and unfolding of my work without having to do so much. The miracle of co-creating with others, the expansion and heart opening of holding space for others from a place of love, while also feeling held and supported myself. I experience how abundance flows through me even when I'm not doing that much. And I experience how when that abundance flows through me, it flows to others. I watched people who lost all hope remember how to have joy for their lives again and how to live their lives more fully. I watched people remember their desire to serve and live a meaningful life, which filled them with clarity and vitality. I've been privileged enough to witness people letting go of old age trauma and armoring so that their bodies could soften and could accept the abundance of life force and vitality available to them. I have been honored to see people wake up from feeling stuck and frozen to realizing that they have so much available to them and so much more living to do. And slowly, I've seen them do this, including being able to take walks again after being bound to bed or couch, starting new business projects after having given up on any prospect of being able to work again. I have witnessed a client who felt ready to commit to a relationship after feeling that he was not worthy of her and did not have enough to give her because of his health. I've seen people remember their light and their joy. I've seen people remember their power and their voice. I've seen magic happen as a result of people choosing to stop and to listen to what their bodies are telling them through the symptoms that they experience. This is the gift of the fatigue. And in the process, I grew and I unfolded and I remembered parts of me too. I used my voice more and I shone my light brighter. But in the middle of 2020, my husband's business collapsed, mostly because of the restrictions due to the pandemic. Initially, I flowed with this and I felt the calling of something new unfolding. We moved and we began a new life, and I could feel great abundance in this. It felt harmonious, it felt good, and then it wasn't. Somewhere along the way I lost my faith, more and more often. I obviously was not able to control my husband's journey, and his was a journey that has taken him to dark places, and he's not been able to provide as he would like to. I've had to witness my children's challenges and profound changes. But as a result of this, I have discovered new ways of showing up as a parent and new ways of educating them. It's been a very interesting journey. And don't get me wrong, surrendering to these challenges has brought immense gifts in general. But I wasn't always able to maintain my connection to Source and my faith. And that meant I didn't always have joy, and I got caught in this scarcity and fear thinking. So as the money dwindled, I started to work for the sake of making money, and I started to create on the basis of what sort of income it would bring in. I've still had the joy and acknowledge the privilege of what I'm able to experience as I walk along the journeys that I take with my clients. But it hasn't been as profound or as joyful as what I've experienced in the past. So I felt it's important to acknowledge that and to admit that. But welcome to 2024. And when I felt into it, my word for this year was alive. At first I didn't understand it. But as this year has kicked off, I have felt into how I'm bringing so much more joy and life into my creations and into the way I work. I have been remembering again. I have also chosen to fully embrace my role in what I do and how I show up. And this has been very important because for a long time I underplayed the role of spirituality in what I do. As a psychologist, it didn't feel like it always fitted, but that's my old identity, and the spirituality is a profound and very important part of what I offer and what I do. So the role that I play is that I'm an abundance coach. I'm actually a vitality coach, but so much of that is abundance. It's abundance of vitality, it's abundance of health, abundance of love, spaciousness. I'm a vitality coach who supports clients to overcome chronic fatigue, burnout, and adrenal depletion. And in the process of doing that, to discover their soul's calling. Because time and again, as I've worked with people, I've witnessed how when they connect to their bodies to heal and overcome their fatigue, they have remembered their truth and their power and their calling. And many of them were already on that path, and it just blew it open. And my role in this is to hold space with love and presence and to provide guidance. Because I can't do it for my clients. I trust in them wholeheartedly that they have the capacity to do it, and I hold the space for them. This focus on spirituality can include a focus on any higher power. Many of my clients believe in different gods. Many of my clients believe in none. Ultimately, it's about rediscovering trust. It's about letting go. It's about remembering your fullest power. It's about learning to listen to your inner and outer guidance and truth. And it's about shining your big, powerful light. That is what my work is about, and I love it, and I feel deeply passionate about it. I know some people find that what I do is a little bit woo-woo. But if people find that it's too woo-woo for them, then they're not meant to work with me. And I'm okay with that. I trust that those who feel called to take up the challenge from their body in order to embrace their fullest power and truth and their purpose and potential, that they will make their way to me, and I will have the honor of providing them with the guidance on their journey. Yes, it will be scary. it's scary for me too. The last 2 years have been frightening at times, as I've had to let go of old parts of me and embrace new parts. And as I've had to fully step into who I am to provide this role that I do choose to provide. But I choose to be alive again, and I choose this year to serve from a place of joy and abundance rather than from a place of fear and scarcity. I've got some exciting things brewing. They are taking time, and they needed to take time because I needed a reset. So I'm trusting that reset, and I'm trusting divine timing. And in the process, I'm moving my entire website over to a different platform, and then we'll be able to really kick off and serve in this way that I'm so deeply called to do. So if it feels like it's something that's calling to you and you'd like to find out more, please reach out and let's chat. And I just wish you all the very, very best for 2024, the year of more of all the good things. All right, take care. Bye.